So 10 rockets fired from Gaza, fired from Rafah, right down in the south of Gaza, where it is the centre of one of the major Israeli military operations at the moment. 10 fired towards central Israel. 2 of those landed, the IDF say, within Gaza itself. 8, though, made it across and towards northern Tel Aviv and sort of towns like Herzliya on the Mediterranean coast. Some of them were intercepted by the Iron Dome missile defence system. Others were left to land in open land, which is a tactic that the Iron Dome system uses. If they're not projected to actually hit a building or a target, they allow them to often land in open farmland. I think this underlines 2 things. Firstly, that Hamas still has the capability to launch rockets at reasonably long range. Hamas fires rockets out of Gaza almost every day at the moment, mostly at villages, kibbutzim, around what's known as the Gaza envelope, so pretty close to the Gaza fence itself. There's been some going to the port city of Ashdod, just north of Gaza. But this shows they have still, almost 8 months into war, the capability of firing at relative long range. And secondly, and not unconnected to that, it shows that Israel's fight is not won. And that is why the Israelis say they have to continue fighting in Rafah, despite a judgment by the International Court of Justice on Friday effectively saying they should not do so anymore and they should halt operations because of the impact it's having on civilian life in Rafah. So you have that conundrum there. Hamas's capabilities to fire, but at the same time, Israel saying this is precisely why we need to keep fighting the war. There is one other piece of news from Gaza today. Aid from Egypt has been taken through the Karem Shalom crossing, which is the Israeli crossing down in the south of Gaza. It was due to go in through Rafah, but because of that Israeli operation in Rafah, that border crossing is closed. And so there's been an agreement made with the Egyptians that it can come into Israel and go through that way. 200 trucks, including, crucially, some much-needed fuel.